Now Sharon, now that we've had a chance to go over those x-rays, as well as your posture picture, did you have any questions at all? Okay. Since you can't take those x-rays with you, Sharon, I'm going to circle the area where you're having that most exemplifies your current stage of the condition that you're having, so you can bring it home and show your husband. So we're just right here where we're having those issues. Now, I think we spent enough time discussing the cause of the problem. Let's move on to the most important part. What brought you in? The solution. The part that you care most about. The solution of your healing process is going to be a series of adjustments. I'm going to start adjusting your spine back into its proper alignment. Now, let's talk about what the adjustment does for you. When you're being adjusted, I want you to be aware what's going on in your body, because it's not something that you can see. There are 3 things that are happening. I am removing the nerve interference so your body has 100% capacity to heal itself from your pain and even other sickness. Secondly, I'm removing the nerve interference so your body has 100% capacity to prevent future sickness and pain, so you don't get so much sickness in the first place. And third, I am removing nerve interference for your future performance so that your musculoskeletal system doesn't experience so much wear and tear, allowing you to have better mobility your whole life, which you admit, that's what you want. Sharon, you probably noticed a moment ago that I said your healing process will take a series of adjustments, not just one adjustment. Did you catch that? This is the same reason that an orthodontist doesn't just reach into your mouth and put your teeth in the proper place in that one visit. They'll tell you it takes a series of visits that over time will eventually get those teeth into that proper alignment. That's exactly what we're going to be doing here. The truth is, your spine has been misaligned for some time, to the point that your body considers that misalignment normal. We're going to have to retrain it. We'll adjust your spine, and frankly, it will readjust back to where it should be. Kind of like, you're taking those 3 steps forward, and you take 2 steps back. We'll continue to adjust until we have your spine retrained and stabilized into that proper alignment. It's going to take some time. That's why it's important for you to follow the prescribed visits for your adjustments to a T. Don't miss any. It's going to take that time and that repetition to get those results that we're looking for so that we can retrain that spine and get your health back. Can you see why that's important? The number of treatments and the timing of those treatments are essential for stabilization. So I've divided your treatments into 3 parts. The first phase is kind of obvious. It's what brought you in today. It's pain relief. We want to get you out of that pain. Now, every person responds a little bit differently, but your first phase of care will include treatments every day for this week, and then 3 times a week for the following 2 weeks. We'll also be applying some therapies to supplement those adjustments. Some exercises that we'll have you do prior to your adjustments to help to support them. I feel confident by the end of this phase, you'll be feeling good. You're going to be out of pain. And you'll be thinking, I'm all better, problem solved, don't need to see you anymore. But Sharon, let me tell you, that isn't the case. Your condition at this point is so fragile that although it's true, you're not in pain, any wrong lift or turn, almost any event could set you back to where you are now, could cause that relapse in pain, and probably make you even worse. And then we just have to start all over again. This is why the second phase of your care is most important. It's probably even more important than the first. It is the stabilization phase of your care. We want to stabilize your condition so you're not in that fragile state anymore. And before we start the stabilization phase, we'll do a wellness exam. We need to make sure that you're ready for this phase, and also to see if you need less care than we initially thought. I'll certainly be ready to cut down your plan if we can. Assuming you're ready, we'll graduate to the second phase, and I'm sure it'll be easier for you. I'll still need you to come in for that series of adjustments. Only 2 times a week for the following 3 weeks. And at that time, based on many cases I've treated that are like yours, I believe you'll be in a stabilized condition. Once again, we'll do that short wellness exam and make sure that's the case. Once we consider your condition stabilized, we'll move on to this third phase, the wellness stage. Now let me tell you why this stage is so essential to your health and wellness. Because I know what you're thinking. You're already stabilized, you don't need any more. Sharon, the one problem that we have with treating your case is that we will not actually ever be able to eliminate the cause of your problem. You're not stopping what brought you in here in the first place. You'll still be doing the very same things that cause subluxations. See, just with your teeth, when you get them clean, it'd be great if they stayed that way, wouldn't it? But what that would take would be for you to never eat again, which I know isn't going to happen. It's not possible. So you have to keep having them cleaned and maintained. In the same way, you aren't going to stop your activities that cause that interference on your skeletal system either. We won't expect you to. The difference this time though, instead of allowing that wear and tear to wear you down until you can't move, we're going to provide treatments which will counteract that wear and tear. Prevention is wiser than overhaul. Wellness care is always better than sickness care. We will make recommendations for your wellness care when we get to that point. So your overall goal here is wellness. Not just that pain relief. Natural wellness is what you need and that we can provide. But in order to get you to that condition, I'm going to need a few things from you. First of all, I need you to make all of your treatment times. As we described earlier, it's going to take that time and repetition to make chiropractic care work for you. Secondly, I need you to attend a special class that we have that's essential for your health, and it also happens to be a topic that I think you'll really enjoy and benefit from. It is health information that I promise you've never been taught before. It's called How to Stay Young for the First 100 Years. Now I have the tickets here with me. I've included some for your family if they can attend, because I'm sure they'll really benefit from this as well. We have 2 times this next week that are being taught. Wednesday at 5 p.m. and Thursday at 9 a.m. Which of those times would you like to attend? Okay, great. I'll put that down for you on your chart, and before you leave today, I will hand your treatment times up to Brittany up front, and she'll reserve that seat for you in the class as well. She will also go over any financial questions that you might have. Now that I've gone over this, I'm going to sign this to indicate that I've reviewed this with you and have made recommendations that I feel are going to be best. I'll need you to sign it as well, indicating that you understand and you'll make every effort to comply with this. Great, Sharon. Now, unless you have any questions for me, I'm ready to get started with your treatments. Are you ready?